You won't believe it, but I'm 50 years old. Thanks for inviting me to Health Longevity, and today I want to talk about one of the most underestimated threats to your health after 60, morning mistakes that silently destroy your muscle mass. This isn't just about looking fit or strong. It's about protecting your independence, your brain, your metabolism, and your quality of life. What you do, or don't do, in the first 90 minutes after waking can accelerate a condition called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and that in turn increases your risk of insulin resistance, balance issues, cognitive decline, and a weakened immune system. But here's the truth. Most people don't lose muscle because they're getting older. They lose it because of subtle, repeated mistakes, especially in the morning, that weaken the body over time. The good news? These habits can be reversed, and even after 60, your muscles are more responsive than you think. So today, I'll walk you through the 5 most common morning mistakes that speed up muscle loss, and the science-based tools that can stop it. Let's start with the first one, skipping breakfast. For some, this happens by accident. You get up, maybe have coffee, and several hours pass before your first real meal. But here's the problem. After a night of fasting, your muscles are primed for repair. This is the anabolic window, a short period when muscle cells are most sensitive to protein. Miss this window, and your body shifts into a catabolic state, where it starts breaking down muscle instead of building it. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that older adults who eat 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within the first 1 to 2 hours of waking maintain significantly more lean mass than those who delay eating. So what can you do? Aim to consume a protein-rich meal within an hour of waking. Eggs, Greek yogurt, a protein shake with whey or pea isolate, even lentils if you're plant-based, all work. Pair it with light movement, like stretching or walking, to enhance the muscle-preserving effect. Muscle after 60 is precious, and it begins with breakfast. Now let's move on to mistake number 2, staying sedentary for too long after waking. For many people over 60, mornings are quiet. A bit of reading, coffee, maybe scrolling on your phone. It feels calm. But inside your body, it's a missed opportunity. Your biology is primed for action early in the day. Cortisol and adrenaline naturally rise to prepare you for movement. And when you don't move, your muscles receive no signal to stay strong. They begin to shrink. Studies show that even just 10 to 15 minutes of light movement in the morning can activate genes responsible for muscle repair and energy regulation. It boosts insulin sensitivity, reduces inflammation, and sets the tone for the rest of your day. You don't need a gym. You don't need heavy weights. You need movement. Here's what I recommend. Within 30 to 45 minutes of waking, get your body moving. A short walk, gentle yoga, bodyweight squats, wall push-ups, or even simple stretches. The goal isn't intensity, it's activation. This early activity turns on muscle protein synthesis, stabilizes blood sugar, and prepares your body to respond better to meals later in the day. It's like telling your muscles, you're needed, stay ready. Which brings us to the third critical mistake, dehydration. When you wake up, your body is already in a mild state of dehydration. You've lost water overnight through breathing and sweating, even if you didn't notice it. And the older you get, the less efficient your thirst signals become, meaning you may not feel thirsty, even when your cells are begging for fluid. Dehydration slows blood circulation. It reduces your body's ability to deliver nutrients to your muscles. It increases fatigue. And research shows it also impairs muscle protein synthesis, the process of building and repairing muscle tissue. So here's what you can do. Within 15 to 30 minutes of waking, drink 12 to 16 ounces of water. Add a pinch of sea salt or a clean electrolyte mix, magnesium, sodium, potassium, to help with absorption and balance. And always hydrate before coffee. Caffeine without water can worsen dehydration and leave you feeling even more sluggish later in the day. Think of your morning water as fuel for your muscles, because that's exactly what it is. Now let's talk about mistake number 4, the wrong kind of breakfast. Too often, people over 60 start their day with something quick and light, toast with jam, fruit juice, a banana, maybe a cup of coffee. It feels easy and comforting, but metabolically, it's a trap. A breakfast high in sugar and low in protein causes your blood sugar to spike, then crash. This crash increases fatigue, irritability, and cravings. But even worse, it elevates cortisol. And as we've already discussed, cortisol is catabolic. It breaks muscle down. A 2020 study in diabetes care showed that older adults who ate high-carb, low-protein breakfasts had higher inflammation and lower rates of muscle protein synthesis than those who had protein-rich meals. What's the fix? Make protein your anchor. Within 60 minutes of waking, aim for 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein. Pair it with healthy fats and slow-digesting carbs like oats, berries, or whole grains. Here are a few great options: scrambled eggs with spinach and avocado, Greek yogurt with chia seeds and blueberries, a protein smoothie with whey or pea protein, flaxseed, and frozen berries. These breakfasts stabilize blood sugar, reduce cortisol, and deliver the amino acids your muscles need to stay strong. And now we come to mistake number 5, and it might surprise you. It's how you think. The first 30 minutes of your morning can shape your entire hormonal landscape, not just physically, but mentally. If you start your day with stress, scrolling through negative news, or bracing for the worst, your body responds as if it's under attack. It releases even more cortisol. This weakens your muscles, reduces insulin sensitivity, and lowers levels of growth hormone, which are already declining with age. But here's what's powerful. Just 5 minutes of intentional mental reset can flip that. Try slow nasal breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6 to 8. Or write down 3 things you're grateful for. Even stepping outside and looking toward the horizon can activate calm brain circuits and lower stress signals. These simple habits send your nervous system a message. You're safe. You're in control. And your body responds by shifting into recovery mode, the mode where muscle is preserved and health is restored. And finally, there's one more silent saboteur of your muscles after 60, and that's skipping natural light exposure in the morning. This might sound small, but it's not. Your body runs on a circadian clock, a rhythm that governs your hormones, metabolism, and even your ability to build and repair muscle. And what sets this clock? Morning sunlight. When sunlight hits your eyes, it triggers the brain to lower melatonin, raise dopamine and testosterone, and increase alertness. All of that supports muscle maintenance, energy, and motivation. A 2020 study published in Nature Reviews Endocrinology found that older adults who consistently got morning light had stronger muscles, higher testosterone, and better sleep, which itself is critical for repair. Now pair that with vitamin D. Vitamin D acts more like a hormone than a vitamin, and it directly impacts muscle strength, balance, and recovery. But most people over 60 don't get enough because they spend mornings indoors, behind windows that block UVB light. Here's what to do. Step outside within 30 to 60 minutes of waking. Get 5 to 10 minutes of direct natural light. No sunglasses, no glass between you and the sun, but don't stare at it directly. And if sunlight isn't an option, consider supplementing with vitamin D3, ideally paired with K2 for better absorption and heart support. Now let's bring this all together. Muscle loss after 60 isn't inevitable. It's a choice based on habits. And the most important habits? They happen in the first hour of your day. Let's recap the 5 morning mistakes that silently accelerate muscle loss. 1. Skipping protein at breakfast. 2. Staying sedentary for too long. 3. Not hydrating early. 4. Eating sugar-heavy, protein-light meals. 5. Starting the day with stress or in the dark. And the best part? Each one is fixable. If you change just one thing tomorrow, start with this: a high-protein breakfast and a short walk outside. That alone can flip the switch on your muscle metabolism, hormonal health, and energy for the entire day. Remember, muscle is more than movement. It's your reservoir of strength, balance, immunity, and independence. After 60, it's not just about staying active. It's about staying powerful. So don't leave your mornings to chance. Start them with intention. Build your body before the day even begins. And if this helped you, share it with someone who needs it. Let's age with strength, clarity, and resilience, one morning at a time.